Hello everyone, my name is Katie and welcome to our Greenland Quilter channel. As you can see, it's me and my heart light here currently. And I hope that people start drifting in because best I can tell, no one's in here at the moment. All right, so let me get everything all lined up here in a row and then we will get started. All right, so let me see here. It doesn't look, can you tell if anyone's here, babe?
What?
It doesn't look like anyone's here.
Oh.
All right. I got this going on. I don't know what this is. Oh, I hope I didn't close a window that I shouldn't have.
Okay. Now we'll continue building.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and tell everybody what you're going to be doing. And I'm going to spotlight you, so hold on 1 minute. All right, let me spotlight you. Okay, you're spotlighted now.
So I will continue my work with the Home Alone house of Lego that I'm working on now. For the moment, I will start from the bag number 7 again and up again. This is for the moment product from bag 2 to 6. It's been fun so far, quite detailed a lot, and just part of it so far. And the vehicle is done. I'll leave it there in a moment, but right now I'm gonna continue from where I stopped. That is from the bag number 7.
Okay, that sounds good, honey.
Yeah, so what? Unspot me.
Okay, you want to come bring that first part in front of the camera in here, or no?
No, I'll just continue it.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Okay, so that's what he's working on. Is he started the next section of what he's going to be working on. Okay, I'm going to be working on more of my PMQ. I'll finish the rest of that clue. I'm pretty close to finishing it. And then I will start the next clue. But I wanted to show you a couple things first and talk to you for a couple minutes. All right, last night we were talking about Sweetwater. And I found another envelope that I just got like within a few days before I got the one I showed you yesterday. So here is the one that has more like the Christmassy stuff on it that came in the mail just a few days before the one I got yesterday. Or, yeah, yesterday. I had to think about that for a minute. So, yep. Hello, the Bud Files. Hello, Linda. Hello, Andy. And hello, Jaden. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm going to, I have to go round up both the web pages so you guys can see. But I think I'm going to wait to share the screens till more people come in because it has to do with the poll that I posted over on the community tab and also on my group Facebook or my Greenland Quilter Facebook group. The poll was the same, and so some voted on there and some voted on the community tab. It just depended on, but it seems to be there's an overwhelming amount of percentages that thinks that we should do the block that or the quilt that I'm just currently in the process of designing, and I have an idea of how we can handle that. So when more get into the channel, we'll talk about that. So for right now, what I'm going to do is start go ahead and work and try to get this the rest of this PMQ clue 3 done. I'm pretty close to finishing it, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so how is everybody today? We have I also up at the top, I have a poll, and so those of you who sew quilts can answer that question. And also I'm running a super chat that YouTube's given to all of us to try to run a little marathon with, and to raise funds. I want to use the funds to buy another camera and a tripod, because that's what I really need badly here. So any money that I do raise from that will be for that, but it's up to you if you feel generous or not. Okay, so where I'm at right now is I've already part 2, which this will be section 3B. I've already sewn these 2 pieces together. I did this last night on the live. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing more flying geese, and I've already sewn one side onto this light pink triangle. And now I'm going to add a half triangle over here on the other side. But I have to rethread my machine because I accidentally pulled the thread out of it. So let me go ahead and get that taken care of first. Make sure I have everything the way it's supposed to be. All right. So how's everybody's day been today? Let me know how you what have you been doing today, or have you been chilling and relaxing? Is everybody doing good? What's the weather like in your area? And tell me where you're viewing from and what your weather's like. I would like to know how the weather's going over there. Hey, Lana, welcome, welcome. All right, I got that back into the needle. And yeah, okay. I've been doing a lot of pre-planning. I spent a lot of time working on it last night. Well, actually, I've been doing this planning thing for several days now, where I'm writing it and trying to decide what order I'm going to do everything in. Things are starting to line up with the people I'm going to be doing collaborations with. I have 3 collaborations that I will be doing with 3 different people. One of them y'all are already aware of because you've seen the video. It's the one with me and Sean. We're going to be doing the Climbing Stars sew along. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with Jess of So Blessed with Jess. She and I are going to be doing a modern quilt pattern, and we will be doing a pre-recorded video to talk about what we're going to be doing together. And you'll have the ability, unfortunately for this modern quilt, if you want to participate in sewing that, you're going to have to buy the pattern. We couldn't find the right modern quilt pattern that was free that people might enjoy doing. So the pattern's $12, and Cotton Cuts sells it on their website. I didn't even realize they had that. I recognized the pattern, but I have the pattern because I was doing a subscription box from Creative something. I can't remember the exact name of it, but that pattern just happened to be in one of the boxes. And I felt like I had seen that pattern before. Come to find out, it's over on Cotton Cuts website. So that's an easy place to find it. Lana says it's cold in Oklahoma. I took a nap. Sorry I'm late. There is no one ever late. It's okay. Right now it doesn't look like there must be a live going on somewhere that I don't know about. So that's probably why there's not many people in here right now.
You're not late, Lana.
No one's late. You can come at any time. This is an open door type of thing that I have. So what I'm doing is I'm sewing the other side on. What you working on, Andy? Any new crochet things? Okay. Where's my seam roller at? Oh, there it is. It's over by the ironing station. Okay. I hear that it might snow again in Oklahoma. Have you heard that? Lana? Because I know y'all got about, or parts of Oklahoma got 7 or 8 inches of snow from what I understand. Which is, it seems like it snows in Oklahoma anyway during the winter months sometimes. Lana wants to know what you're working on, my love.
Home Alone. I'm sure you have seen the movie Home Alone movie, Lana.
Bring the book and you can show up with the book without having to bring the box.
Okay, I got a box.
Or the box, yeah. You might have to show this more than once tonight because some people haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
All right, let me move this.
All right, so this is how I'm working now. Lighting.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that, not this. This is what he's working on. And you can show him the back if you want.
And this is a movie from a Christmas movie, Home Alone Christmas movie. And this is the bag of it.
Yeah, there we go. So that's what he's working on. She says, yes, I've seen Home Alone. And she has a big grin on her face. And there is 3,955 pieces to this particular kit.
I started from bag 1 to 6 yesterday.
You can show her what you got accomplished yesterday, because I don't know if she was in the channel or not. I don't think so.
This is the crooks, crook or the bandit?
The bad guys.
Bad guys
I call them
vehicle.
the bad guys, yeah.
This is the bad guys vehicle. That was the first bag that I built. Then from 2 to 6, part of the house, and then still working on it. I'll show you in a minute.
Lana says, oh, wow, no wonder it's over 3,000 pieces. She says, awesome.
And this is just the first part that I built yesterday. From bag 2 to 6. I'm working on number 7 now. And I can turn on the wheel. If you look closely to that little specific dark part here, you'll see it. I'll move it.
So it has moving parts on it.
It's just like the movie. And there's a little knob here that I could have pushed the McAllister boy here sliding down through the stairs.
Oh, I'm missing 2 half triangles, honey. They're on the floor.
Oh boy.
Which means that's when you knocked them off yesterday. Hey, that's not good.
Oh boy. There.
What did you try to come apart?
No, it's more like one of the small pieces that come apart. The frog piece.
Okay. Yeah, it is very cool. Hey, the bud, what's been going on your way? Do you have a first name? The bud files that I can call you? Hey, Tammy, whoever. Uh-oh. She retracted that, so that must not have been right. Okay, so I've already completed these 2. I had to make 2 of these flying geese. So now I will be using this red triangle here with this red. And I know it looks like it's close or the same color, but actually it's not. This red is a bit lighter than this. So sometimes in these PMQs, you think that these colors are the same, but when you see the overall quilt, you can actually see the variation of color hue. So yeah. Hey, Sylvia, it's been a hot minute. How are you? Everything's okay. I think I've caught what Nikolaj came home with.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, he came home sick, and this morning I woke up, I was sneezing, and I kind of feel a little bit under the weather. So if he thinks it's the flu that he had, since I've had a flu vaccination, I probably won't have it as bad, maybe. And I don't have a moderator in here right now, except I don't even have you set as a moderator. I can't because you're not in the chat.
Nope, I'm not. I can't.
Hopefully no one will come in here and be bad. That would be annoying. Sylvia says she looked at those Lego kits, some great ones out there. Yes, indeed. No, hopefully you kick them fast. Yeah, except if I don't happen to see them. Oh, because I'm sewing. Andy, you want to moderate for me? I can put you on just in case. So have you started any new projects, Andy? Lana, what have you been working on? Have you been sewing? And how about you, Sylvia? What you been doing lately? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's been going on in your side of the world? Andy says she's not been feeling good. Wait. Sylvia says, oh. Andy says, oh no, hopefully you'll kick it fast. Me too. And Sylvia says, I am stuck in Juneau. The ferry canceled due to mechanical issues. Trying again Monday. I'm ready for home. Oh my gosh. We know how that feels, don't we, babe? Yep. We don't have a ferry, but we have a helicopter, and there's always, or a plane, and it's always something. Always something. We can't wait until we have our own airport. Yeah. Andy says not many new ones, just finishing WIPs. Hey Pat, good to see you. How are you doing? Okay. Okay, let me fix you up to mod for me because right now I don't have anyone in here. All right. Let's see here. All right, there we go. And we're gonna click this one and click save. Okay, there we go. Yep, that way I have a backup just in case. Lana says, I just got my new Bible sampler quilt book this morning and a new Zen Tangle book. What's a Bible sampler quilt book, Lana? Are you making blocks that look like the Bible, or what is it? Baking Bible, something like that? I don't know. And Lana says she also got a Gnome Christmas 5D diamond painting today. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about the diamond painting thing. They don't sell them here, so I haven't been able to at least experiment with one. Maybe I should see if I couldn't find one that ships to the US. I mean, ships to Greenland, sorry. And a small kit and see what it's like to do one. Pat says she's doing fine, thanks. Good to see Niko home. Yep, I'm happy about him being home. Let me see here. Hey, Lori Colgan, how are you? Sylvia says during World War II, they built a big airport. Cost and comfort has me take a ferry. Yeah, there's that. Hey, Lori, you're a paid member. If you want to join us on the Zoom, you're welcome to do that if you want to. I haven't had a chance to talk to all the members who actually donate to my cause. Planes are not flying due to weather. Yeah, that happens a lot here. They don't have ILS systems on the most of. Did the new airport get one, babe? I'm not sure. We don't know if the new Nuke airport got an ILS system or not, but for the most part, the rest of the airports don't have an ILS, so they land by line of sight. So, yeah. Please hit that button. Yes, thank you, Andy, for saying that. Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up like button. It'll help my channel out. So what you been working on, Patty? We haven't talked in a little while. How you do, what you working on these days? For the quilter, well, for all you crafters, if you're in my Facebook group, Greenland Quilter, go over and share pictures of what you're working on this month, or every month actually. But what I did is I'm going to, when I get ready to share the screen, I have to go over there to show y'all the poll anyway. So I'm going to show you a way of sharing your pictures so that I can find them easier. So, because once a month, at the very end of the month, on probably the last Saturday of the month, or either the last Friday of the month, I'm going to do a trunk show of all of y'all's beautiful work so that everybody can see what y'all have been working on. Sylvia says line of sight needed here unless you're a life flight. Yeah. I missed something that Lori said. Oh. Is Nikolaj done yet? No, not yet. This is a big kit. He could have worked on it after we stopped the live last night, but he wanted to save it for the live. Donna's in here? Hello? No.
I just started the bag 8 now.
Bag 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Patty says, Katie just finished cutting a flannel quilt for hubby, backing it with Arctic Fox Minky. Oh, that sounds yummy. I'll have to look up what the Arctic Fox one looks like. Okay, so I'm in the process of putting the other half square triangle on here so that I can finish this flying geese off. What, babe?
We have a fan here.
Oh, yeah? Most American houses have fans in them.
I don't think that. I'll show you when it's done.
I don't think I've ever seen a house without one. Unless they have expensive air conditioning that you never need a fan for. Oh, that is cute. Wow. Is there going to be a case on the front of it?
No.
Look at here, you guys.
House fan.
It's a house fan. Isn't that funny? It just doesn't have the cage on it. Yep, that's going to be a warm blanket for sure, for sure. Okay, so I've just finished sewing on the half square triangle on the right side of this. I'm going to finger press, but I am going to take these to the iron in just a minute to put some heat to them before I sew them together, because it looks like it looks like we have 4 pieces to sew on here, or sew all the 4 pieces together, and I want to make sure everything's laying nice and flat. They're saying the fan is cute.
I'm working on the clock now.
They have a clock. Is it like a grandfather clock or like a wall clock?
You'll see when it's good.
Okay. I think grandfather clocks are so cool.
They have a pendulum at the bottom.
Grandfather clock. That's cool.
What do you call it? Pendulum?
Yeah, pendulum.
Pendulum.
Yeah. I'm going to go over here to the iron and press these real quick.
Pendulum clock.
Yeah. They just call them grandfather clocks.
Okay.
That's what they're called. They have that pendulum that swings back and forth on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
At least that's all I've ever known it to be called. All right. And that one got somewhat a little wonky. But it's okay. It's doable. We're not going to mess with it because there is plenty of headspace on it. All right. So now here's what I'm going to be doing. The instructions wants me to sew. All right. I've already sewn these together, like I said. Now what we got to do is we are going to add on top of this one is going to go this one. So we're going to have lots of red right there. And then on top of that one will go this one. So let me sew the red ones on first so you don't, so it doesn't look confusing. Okay. All right. So we're going to sew F on here first. Hey, Michelle, welcome, welcome. Hi, Katie and Niko. Happy to see you both. Love the way the quilt is coming. And the Lego set too. I could never build one with all those pieces.
That's fun.
He loves it. The more intricate, the better. You know, when I some of y'all heard me talking about how when my son was 6, I was having to buy Technics, adult level Technics, because anything you know, his age group or a little above his age group was too simple, because he'd look at the picture and then 10 minutes later he'd have it put together. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I started getting him more, you know, adult level or what they call expert level ones. And he was still putting them together like there was nobody's business. And now his son is the same as him. He can put things together pretty fast. Ah, here we go. Here's the next one. Grandfather clock. That is cute. Oh my God, they're doing a lot of intricate in there, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's what that one looks like. Lana says, I'm the same way, Nikolaj. The more, the better. I had fun playing Santa this time. All right, I need to make sure I don't put this the wrong way. Yep, okay, got it. Andy says she loves it. Nikolaj, all the pieces is impressive.
Yep.
And Patty says they're cute. Okay, let me see how get these sewn on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these sewn on next, and then I'll sew the other part on, and then we're going to talk about my poll, because the feedback, I was a little surprised about the poll, to be honest. I figured people would choose the maybe the Charm Pack Chili sew. I wasn't sure if the beginner quilt one would go off as, you know, much, but everybody, a big percentage of people have want to sew with me as I create this quilt I'm creating. So I have a plan for that, and everybody's going to get to contribute to it that plans on sewing with me on it. So we're going to talk about that. We'll start the sew along in February.
I have a little project for you.
What, baby?
Can you sew these two together?
Oh my gosh, let me see if I can show them this. He wants to know if I can sew these two Lego pieces together. Let me see if I can hold them. Look.
Triangle.
Half triangles. Oh, isn't that funny? Whoops. Let me see if I can turn it where it looks like a half square triangle. Look at there. Is this tiling for something?
Yeah.
That's gonna look so cool.
I think it's some sort of like a carpet thing.
Oh, nice.
The way I can see in the book.
That's awesome. You see that, you guys? I can't wait to see what it looks. So it's part of the floor then.
Yeah, part of the floor.
Awesome. You know, sometimes when we're in the US and I'm in a hotel or I go in a restaurant and go in the bathroom and you see the back, I think it's called back flashing or whatever you call it, just behind the sink. I'm like, gosh, look at that. I could make a quilt doing that. All right. I've got both of these sewn on. I'm going to finger press to begin with and use my little trusty seam roller, because I'm not going to iron everything until I get all of this sewn together. Man, I got that point too close, looks like. But it's not. Okay, Lana. All right, so let me finger press this. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. All right. My leader's already off. It's funny, but you can barely see. The point is right on the seam, but not in the seam. All right. And I've been pressing everything open. That way I can be a little more neater with my work. And then after I get this next piece put on, then I'll go ahead and press it and get everything laying flat. Hi, Joy T. Welcome, welcome. Ah, one of our moderators. Wait, no. Not moderator. It must be Terry that's the moderator. Okay, now then I got this one finger pressed also. Let's go ahead and add the next piece. Did you drop something?
No, it's more like the wrong way.
Okay, so now we got this down here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sew this piece on top or above this. Yeah. So let me turn it around where you can see it. And I'm going to sew this to this. And we're going to have this long piece here like this. It'll look different once I sew it on. Where can we get the chili pattern? Okay, hold on. Let me grab it. The web address. That chili one's cute, and I'm planning on making that one anyway. So yeah, because I'm going to show y'all in a video how many packs of charm packs I actually have. But before anybody says anything, most of these charm packs that I have, some of them are 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. I think that was when I slowed down on buying them, and I rarely buy charm packs anymore. So I have lots of charm packs to play with, and that's why I'm on this little kick. Let's make quilts from what we have in our house, which most people have charm packs, and it'll be fun making quilts from charm packs. And if you don't have charm packs, then there's layer cakes, fat quarters, or fat eighths. Okay, I need to go to fat quarter shop and then put in charm pack shooting. Grab the link. All right, and it's a free pattern, and I'm going to share the link now. So I copied it, and right here it is. This is charm pack shooting. There you go. All right, now let me pin these together so I can get them sewed on. Hey, Melanie Taylor. How's it going? Good to see you. All right. Let me see something real quick. I need to look at the browser for 1 minute because we might could talk about things in just a minute too. Looks like we have 23.
You want mac and cheese?
Huh?
You want mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese. Man, I want to make some homemade mac and cheese. I sure wish I had some Colby cheese and some Monterey Jack cheese to make it from. Wouldn't that be something? So, okay, I think there's enough people in here for me to go ahead and talk about this poll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first I need to go over to my other browser and bring up Facebook. so that we can go into the face, because I'm going to show you both the polls. That way you have an idea of what went on in both, because they're the same poll. Just some voted there and others voted over on the community tab of my channel. All right, so let me bring up this one first. Okay, there we go. Hopefully y'all be able to see this. Close that window. Goodbye. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen. You about to show them something, babe?
No, it's more like a table off the space.
Okay. Did I spotlight you or something?
Nope.
That's interesting.
That was the beginning of that.
Oh, this thing's lagged way behind. That's what the deal is. That's too funny. All right, now I get it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got distracted for a second. Okay. Now I want to move that out of the way. I got my chat right here, but I need to shrink it just a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share the screen so I can show you what the poll looked like in the Facebook group. All right. Just going to make sure I got the right screen here. Okay. Okay. Honey, or no, you can't. Somebody someone give me a heart telling me you can see the screen of the poll from the Greenland Quilter Facebook group. But are you looking through the YouTube page or through the Zoom? Yeah, Zoom, you'll be able to see it, but I need to know if they see it on the browser. Hey, Teresa Louise, someone let me know if you can see the poll. Although I could go look myself on the browser, come to think of it. Still lagging behind, looks like. Oh, yep, they can see it. Okay, good. Go away. All right. Over here in the Greenland Quilter Facebook group, and I'm getting hearts, and everybody's letting me know. Yep. Okay. All right. Over here, what I did is I said the question was, or for you to vote on. Here's what I wrote about. I said, down below is a poll for you to vote on. The first one is my design. That is still in the design stage, but you have seen a sewn example of it, and I'll remind you that I'll show that example to you in a minute. Then there was the second one by Fat Quarter Shop called the Ultimate Beginner Quilt, and the third one was also called by Fat Quarter Shop, was called the Charm Pack Chili. So people voted here and also on the community tab. So this is Facebook group. 66% voted for my in design mode quilt that I will start next, that we're going to sew together. So, and that was from, let me see how many people there was 8 votes on that one. The Ultimate Beginner Quilt got 26%, which had a total of 3 votes. No one voted on the Charm Pack Chili in the Facebook group, which I found to be interesting. And then someone added to the poll and said she does her own thing. So that was 1 vote. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share so I can go over to our community tab now. And let me go over there next. I'm going to close this browser and go back to the browser I'm on. And we're going to go over here to YouTube.
I'm making chairs.
And then I'm going to go to the community tab. So give me a seckie. community tab. There is the poll right there. And then I'm going to go back and share the screen again with you guys. Share the screen. And that's this one. And everybody let me know if you can see it. Thank you, Lily, for reminding everyone to click the like button. Yes, please click the like button. Yes, yes. Always thought those polls were anonymous, not on the Facebook group, but over here on the community tab, you can't see who voted, just the amount of people who voted. That's the first time I've ever seen where you can see someone who voted. Okay, on the community tab, it has for my quilt block design, which you can see the picture of, it's at 47%. The ultimate beginner quilt is 16%, but over here on the community tab, the Charm Pack Chili got voted on with 37%. So either, now on this polls, I couldn't, as far as telling how many people voted on this, it doesn't give me that information. It's all it says is the total number of votes was 19. That's all it tells me. It doesn't say how many voted on the first one versus the second one versus the third one. So, having said that, I think what I want to do is I'm currently writing a blog about it so that I can explain it better in case people don't, in case I do a bad job of it this way. Starting next month, we are going to I would love to do both projects, but maybe the project I'm designing versus the ones by Fat Quarter Shop, we can actually do them if we do one first and then come behind it and start the second one. But it's up to you. But if you don't want to do actually, let me reword that a bit. You have a choice. If you would rather do the Charm Pack Chili, that's fine too. If you want to participate in helping me design my quilt pattern, then we can do it as a community design kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like sometimes when you've helped me in the past with something, we can come up with a plan. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I have been writing the instructions for the first part of this block, which is that block on the table in there, babe? Is that block in there on the table?
I don't know.
You got stuff sitting on top of it. I don't know. Oh, it's not there. All right, where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Found it. Okay, this is the block that I was talking about that I'm designing. I got several messages telling me that they think that I should do this as the sew along. And so I was thinking we could do this as the sew along, and everybody can, design theirs how they want it to look like, but because basically all this is 4 patches and hourglasses, and I will walk you through how to make them. So when I have more information, I'll share all that. I'm currently writing what I've done to make that block. Joy T said she always thought they were anonymous too. I don't know. Maybe it's a Facebook thing within the group. I've never really paid attention. I don't know if you can go in there and look and see who voted on them or not. Maybe just me as a channel or the group owner can see them. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't pay attention to who voted on it anyway. I just wanted to know how many people voted on it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sew this other part on.
Bag number 9.
Okay, and we also have a poll at the top about the what you have in your stash. So right now it says 44% of the voting says they have charm packs. 19% says layer cakes, 6% says fat ace, and 31% so far with fat quarters. Nice. I can't wait. I thought it would be fun sharing all my charm packs with you guys, because some of them will be like a blast from the past that you haven't seen, that they probably don't even have any of around anymore. It's like where's my two man, I am so disorganized. They were over here. Oh, here they are. Like this one. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a date on the back of this or not. There might be a copyright date on here. It says 2019. This is by Riley Blake, and it's Flutter and Shine, and I have 2 of these. How many of you recognize the name of that? Yeah, Sylvia, when I first started out with this is why I have so many charm packs. I didn't know any better, put it that way. And so every time something cute came along, I was buying it. But this is the Flutter and Shine one. And I thought this is what I would use for the sew along, because I have 2 of these. But the fabric in it's beautiful. And it's, you know, the regular kind of deal here. The sample one you said that you saw was leftovers from when I did the tumbling Tetris. I had some left over, but I thought I would talk about, you know, pre-cuts and, you know, why I have so many of them. But you see that? They're pretty. And they'll be fun to use them for that. And don't like to disrupt them too much, because you look at that. I recognize that fabric. Oh my gosh. Talk about a blast from the past. This looks almost like the same. Yeah, check this out. This was not Flutter and Shine. This was a different one. You see that turquoise right there? It's similar. All right, let me see here. Wow. So I have 2 of these that I can work with to make that quilt I'm designing. I just need to figure out about, I used 1-inch sashing for that division where you see I separate the hourglass from the 4 patches. I just need to figure out a better way of explaining how to align that so that those rows are in alignment, even though there's that sashing in between. Sylvia says, I'm always so scared to cut fabric with no thought to pattern on fabric. When I buy fabric, I have no pattern in mind. I mean, rarely anyway. I don't know that I've ever actually, I don't think that I've bought fabric because I had a pattern in mind. I don't. I see, you know, like I said, I've stopped buying so many of these. In fact, the most, I brought these out so you can see them. These are batik charm packs. And when I was buying cotton charm packs, which I have an excessive amount of, I wasn't even buying, I was buying yardage of batiks and buying fat quarter bundles of batiks, but I wasn't buying any charm packs because I felt like I would rather, you know, use yardage. But these that I have were, some of these were given to me as gifts. When I got to QuiltCon, there was 2 or 3 people that gave me some charm packs. And so I'm going to do something pattern-wise with these charms so I can use them and they won't go to waste. Because I think they're beautiful. And I may use all of them in one quilt. Okay, so now that I've gone on that little tangent. Okay. Let's see here. Patty says she loves charm packs and mini charms. And when I was at QuiltCon, they were giving you did like a scavenger hunt, and I came home with all of these mini charms. There is a lot of them. But I did the scavenger hunt, ended up with a lot of freebies. And I don't really buy mini charms all that much because I like cutting 2.5-inch strips myself.
And we were quite heavy when we got on my way home.
We were very heavy coming home.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of fabric in one of those suitcases. Between what I got from Lynette's house plus, but I did listen. Most of the weight came from all that fabric that came from Lynn's house. I didn't really spend, and Nikolaj will even tell you this, I didn't buy a lot. When we were doing the fabric shop hop in Florida, we did 45 shops, and what do you think? I spent maybe $100 altogether, maybe. Wow. That's probably all I spent. I mean, I would have loved to spend more, but I didn't. I behaved myself. And there was one place where I was like, he'll tell you, I was like gaga because there was so much batiks in it. And all I wanted to do was just sit there and look at it. And I told Nikolaj, I'm like, I wish I was rich. I'd buy all of it. Because they had so much of it. It was a really fun experience. If we'd have had more time, we might have been able to do all of them. Because one of them, they had a helicopter, or was it a helicopter or a plane that was flying to the Florida Keys?
I think it was plane.
It was a small Cessna, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or something? And we would have loved to have done that, but we didn't hear about it till well after the fact. And by then we had already exhausted ourselves with road tripping.
That was a bonus thing.
Patty says she collects mini charm packs. I'll have to keep that in mind. Lona says squirrel. Oh my gosh. Okay, so some of you may have probably already answered this question, but the ones who are in here that hasn't talked or said anything, what projects are y'all working on? Share them in the channel. Let us know what you're working on. I love those hearts. Andy, are you those crochet origamis and stuff that you make, do you design them or are they someone else's pattern? She crochets origamis. They're so cute. I watched one of her videos where she was making a Snoopy, and the Snoopy was so cute. Okay, got one more to go here. All right. All right, we are about to be finished with this clue. I just need to press it and then I'll show it to you. So let me take it over to the iron. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Mona. Okay. I'm pressing these 2 clues at the moment.
Continue building it.
You coming along with it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Open as fast as I can so I can try to finish it within what, 2 live shows?
You don't, whatever you don't finish tonight can go to the next live show, babe.
Oh.
Unless you're in a hurry to finish it. Because you have all those other things to work on.
I'm having a blast with that.
Yeah. Because I know they'll enjoy seeing it come together.
Come together right now.
Okay. All right. Now we have, this is 3B. So now what I need to do before I put them in the, I keep these all in a project box. But before I put them in the project box, I will take a piece of paper and I will label them, all 4 pieces. And I label them because they tell you to label them. When I first started out with this, I didn't know that it was so important to label these, but actually it's very important you label them. Because when you get ready, when you get to clue 10 and you're putting all this together, and if you don't have anything labeled, it's very easy to make a mistake and put something in the wrong place. And then you have to rip all of that out that you made a mistake with. Lana wants to know how many bags came in that box.
29 bags. Actually, sorry, 24 bags. I'm at bag number 9 now.
He's on bag. Yeah. Did you hear that, Lana? Okay. Autocorrect. I need to take a walk, Sylvia says. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to label these, and then they will be ready for the project box, which I need to see where I put that project box.
What do you think so far?
Looking good. Wow, you got a lot done. You got dining table done?
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. Mac and cheese.
That's too funny. So this is what I keep my project stuff in. I keep each of my PMQs in one of these. Okay, so these are 3B. And then I just use a straight pen and pin them on here. And I make sure each one has one. Don't your fingers get to hurting? Lana wants to know.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have finger pain because they work with nets all the time when they're fixing gear, and nets requires lots of finger work.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And a lot of it, and usually it's in the cold in the winter months. And does your hands stay wet, or does the gloves keep them from being wet?
Sometimes I get wet hands, wet fingers and hands. It can get cold. Of course, I try to wear gloves from time to time, but sometimes gloves can be in the way.
Okay, so this is clue 3A. I made 2 of these, and this is clue 3B, and I made 2 of those. So now I'm just going to finish putting the labels on the 3A because I hadn't put the label on them yet. And then the next thing that I'll do before I put them in my project box is I'll put them together as a group for one thing. I'll put them all together. And since these are long pieces, they're a little bit longer than the width of that box. So I'll probably fold them a little, not fold them like harshly, but I'll fold them like this. Then I take the instructions and I set the whole thing inside the instructions like this. And then I will put them in my project box up underneath the ones that are not done. Somehow I ended up with a half square triangle extra. I'm not sure how. So I always have to move all these to put the next clue in here, but this is how I keep myself organized and not make a mess. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is 4. And like I said, I'm just working on WIPs and UFOs for January. The actual projects will, wait a minute. Where's number 4? Maybe I already did number 4 because I remember I didn't get clue 3. I got clue 4 before I got clue 3, if I remember right. Yeah, here's 4. So see, I got this clue before I got this clue. That's how bad the mailing system is right now. Okay, so I won't be doing 4 because I've already done 4. We will be doing number 5. So a lot of stuff is just now, I mean, things are really delayed on my getting things currently. I got that Notions box. Was that Friday, honey? I got the Notions box? Yeah, it was Friday I got the Notions box. The Christmas Notion box. So, yeah, everything is pretty delayed. But it's not Cotton Cut's fault or any of the other businesses' fault. This is the United States Postal Service's fault. Hey, Melanie, thank you for coming in. Hey, Lisa, it's good to see you. So this is the next clue I'm going to work on today. And look what, oh, I got another magnet, honey. Now I have 5.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That is too funny. Maybe I'll have to give some of them away as gifts.
That's up to you.
Yep. Okay, so what comes in this a clue bag for those who do not know what a PMQ is? It's Cotton Cut's Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I am not an ambassador for the PMQs. I just have been doing these for a really, really long time. I've been doing them since the spring of 2019. So they do 2 PMQs a year. So you can do the math. You'll figure it out. And I've already signed up for Flyaway. I'll be doing Phoenix. But this is what we're talking about. This is number 5 of this. Funny, huh? I keep sticking them onto the refrigerator. Before long, I'm gonna have them all over the refrigerator. Okay. All right, so you get all of these half square, you get all pre-cut kit, and then all you need to do is lay it out, and then there's instructions that tell you how to put them together. And this is clue 5, so we're going to be making all these long strips that look like flying geese. And there's going to be 8 of these that we're going to make from this particular kit. Hey, Pat, welcome, welcome. Hey, Katie and Nikolaj, and I'll be lurking while cleaning my kitchen cupboards, joining from frigid Muskoka, Ontario. Welcome, welcome. What's the temperature there? Oh, by the way, I have a trick to show you guys. Those of you who have channels, all you have to do is type the word exclamation selfie. Type this. And this will share your link. If you want to know what the weather is somewhere, you can type exclamation weather, and I'm going to put my town in here, Kukordak, Greenland, and it will tell you what the weather is, and I'll give you more examples so you can see how this works. So the weather here is mostly cloudy with temperatures of 17 degrees Fahrenheit, -8 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the east-northeast at 8 miles an hour, which is 13 kilometers. And the current humidity is 68%. Now, if you want to know what the weather is like in Carrollton, Georgia, which is where my son lives, Thomas and Blaze, it will tell you the temperature there. Or not. It says weather for Carrollton is conditions are cloudy with temperatures of 57 degrees. Oh, they warmed up. 57 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the northeast at 1 mile an hour, and the current humidity is 85%. Now, let's see what the temperature is like in Syracuse, New York. Ooh. Lana's doing. Look, Lana did one. Hers is Manford. Conditions are mostly cloudy with a temp of 28 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -2 Celsius. The wind is blowing from the north at 11 miles an hour. See it? See? There you go. And for some reason, Syracuse didn't show up. I must have did it wrong. I must have to type out the state. Oh, I typed it wrong altogether. Duh. And it might, the temperature might vary. Like on my laptop, it says it's 10 degrees. So it might be, it just depends on where the weather where they get the weather information from when it comes through the bot. Like Syracuse right now says there's a rain shower with a temperature of 37 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll have to ask Melanie if it's raining in New York, because she lives in Syracuse. All right, so I'm going to put these clues out, and I'm going to use these little alphabets based on my color chart. And on this color chart, it tells you what letter goes to what color. And looks like I need to press these a little bit because they're, look, see, they're a little bit messy. So I'm going to take it over to the iron. Also, you get a Cotton Cuts Color Challenge card. And this one was for June of 24, if that tells you how long ago that was. All right. Yep, see, everybody's testing out their little bot thing. Okay, let me go over here and gently press these pieces because they're in a mess. Definitely don't want to stretch them. These biases. Can't be messing with them too much. What thing? Even you can make boo-boos?
Yeah. If it didn't look properly, it just started from where it didn't look.
Ah, okay, gotcha. These are hot. Man, iron's really hot now.
First wall is already up too now.
You got almost the first floor finished?
First wall.
Oh, the first wall. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I have a design board, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out in the order that they are on the color card. So A is going to be this red. So I'll put that on here. And they're all the same size triangles. So I can just put them all together. And then I will put a label letter on it of A. So you can see what I'm doing. And then the next color that's in this kit is going to be C, because there's only 2 colors in this particular clue. So you have small triangles, and it looks like I still missed one pressing right here. So I'm just going to stack them here because they're all the same. And there's also squares of the same C. And these will get labeled C. So these are the only thing we'll be working with on this clue is 2 colors. Okay. Now on the back, it tells you how to do the clues. Crafty witch, does he like to work at night? Who? All right. Ah, Andy says her husband plows at night. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start working on this. You want to give them an update on? I'm going to spotlight you and let them see what you've got accomplished so far.
So I could go over there.
Okay, because it'll be fun for them to see where you are on yours. Especially since when I came in there, I was shocked.
Oh boy.
What's moving around?
That's the chair. That's all right. Don't worry.
You sure it's not going to break?
It ain't gonna break.
Okay, now I'll get it up.
As you can see, for right now, it's first wall is already up. Now I have made the chair. I have a dining table chair here.
I can't see that, babe. That's why I was trying to get it over there.
This is the dining table here, and the chairs. Right on top of the dining table is mac and cheese. And looks like this one's a recorder. And
Oh, they put the fan in the corner. I see what they did.
Yeah.
And the grandfather clock is in the corner as well.
Yeah.
All right.
And
but they can't see inside of this without this falling out.
It's easy.
Oh, it opens. Okay, gotcha. So now this is what.
This is
Okay, so this is the first floor. And down here, these windows down here, that's the basement. Can they see inside the center also?
No.
Right here?
No. We can open the door, but
okay.
Just the stairs.
Okay, yeah.
We can open the door, but all you have to do is just you can see the stairs. Unless we doesn't matter.
You don't have to. They what I just showed them, they actually could see it.
If I do it like this, that's all right. That's how it looks like from the top.
These chairs are cute.
And as you can see the carpeting.
Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Let's see if I can turn that where they can see that. Look at the carpet underneath the table. You see those half square triangles in there? Is that cool or what? It's on both sides like that. Andy says she loves the minis. Everybody's saying cool, so cute, nice, exclamation mark. Okay. Melanie says yes. All right, now let's get on with this. We are going to make 16 flying geese, you guys. Pat Strawhouse says, wow, the detail of the Lego build is amazing. Okay, so we're going to be working with these. We're going to 16 of these triangles. And 16 and 16 is 32. And there is 32 of these half triangles we're going to be sewing onto these triangles. All right. Let's get started. I really don't like making flying geese. I really don't like flying geese. All right, let's get started on this. And we're only working with 2 colors, which is kind of nice. So there's no way to get yourself confused on this particular clue. Good luck with FG. I use flying geese. I use paper templates. Yeah, these are already pre-cut this way. All I have to do is just sew them. And knowing me, I'll probably food bar a couple of them.
Knowing me.
Uh-huh. Katie, I got some styrofoam mushrooms to try the faux quilting on. We will see if it's a bomb or not. Laugh out loud. I'll be interested to see what happens with that, Andy. Pat Boo says, I had no idea Legos came this way. What does he do with it once it's built? He since this is a creator, right, babe?
Yeah.
This
Lego
one's
idea, Lego idea.
Or the Lego idea. With the Lego ideas and the Lego creator, we have shelves in our bedroom that he's slowly building a small city or town with. When we get into the sewing room, because that's what we're going to be working on in February, we're going to finally get in there, whether I want to or not, and get all the rest of the glass out, reset the whole thing, and in my brain, the way I want to reset it too will free up 2 walls where he can put more of his Legos in there. And I am definitely thinking about moving my mandala into the craft room so that where I have my desk at, you can see the mandala behind me. And if we do that, then I can reset these pictures on the wall and maybe make this side wall over here for him to put more Legos if he wants to. Because, I'm seriously thinking about selling our sofa and buying 2 small chairs and a small coffee table, and that's what we'll have in here because we never sit on the sofa, and that would free up space where because one of the things I want him to have a chance to do is he has 17 trains. He's never been able to put the trains and the tracks together and do the whole thing at one time. And if we can do this area and clear it out enough after we get moved back into the craft room, then he could put his train together, and then I could video the whole process of him putting it together. And I know he would be happy if he got to put that whole thing, and he can incorporate parts of his creator town square stuff in with it, so it'll really look cool. So it's going to be a pretty long process to get everything the way we need to get it so that he can do that. But I think we can do it. I really do. What do you think, babe?
Possible.
He's always possible. Imaka. Imaka. Maybe, maybe not. Andy says that's super cool. Pat says that's a good idea.
It's work in progress, though.
It's always a work in progress. We don't have a huge house. Probably a good thing because then we would have high mortgage payments. I wish we could win the lottery and then we could have 2 houses. One here and one in the United States.
Yeah.
Because I'd buy some land in Montana and build a house on it. Or something in Rhode Island 1. Or Massachusetts. I don't know. Somewhere where you can still be near the sea, but also get snow and stuff. Okay. What can... Let's see if the stats have changed on the pre-cuts. So right now it's getting, wow, the stats are getting closer together. 40% say they have charm packs and 32% say they have fat quarters. That's really cool. Hey, Teresa, what's been going on with you? You doing okay? I hope you're feeling better. Can you sell the Legos after you make something out of them? Yeah, you can sell Legos. Legos will always be worth something. People sell them all the time. Nikolaj's not interested in selling them after he builds them. A lot of times he'll take some of them and break them down, and he keeps them organized into plastic totes. And then when he comes home, he'll pull something out and rebuild it again.
Oh, and dismantle it again before I go back to this.
Yeah, and then turn around and dismantle it again. I have Legos in my storage unit in Florida that are most of them are Duplos except for the Technics, which are Thomas's. And those Duplos are fully intact. There's no missing pieces. And Lynette is fixing to turn 38. So those Legos are over 30 years old. She's asleep underneath my table. She got a treat, so that's why she's being quiet. We gave her a pig ear. She loves them. Plus, we took her for a walk today. Got her outside and went walking with her. And so she's had a bit of exercise today as well. Lori says, my son had the whole set for Fort Lego redo. Wow.
It'll be fun to help him.
Yep.
Like going enthusiast to another one.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's lots of YouTube channels with Lego enthusiasts.
I know.
I know you belong to some groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
Huh?
AFOL.
I don't know what that means.
A fan of Lego.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Do Legos melt in Florida storage units? Not in the one I'm in because mine's in a temperature control unit. All of my stuff is in a temperature controlled unit. I need to press that one because there's a bend on it. But they shouldn't melt because they're made of a really hard plastic. Well, I'm not sure what kind of plastic it is, but oh, all of these have bends in them. I'll have to go back to the iron with them. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Duplos because I want to give them, it's too late to give them to, no, Ava's still young enough to have them. But the rest of the grandkids are past that age group. So there's no point in even dividing them up to them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you know, whatever, you know, they could go to great grandkids. I'm not going to be alive for that, though.
You will be.
I don't think I will be.
Oh, you will.
My kids have had their kids later in life just like I did. I mean, I was 25 when I had Lynette. And Lynn was 32 when she had Ava. Think about that.
You will. I'm confident that you will.
The one that was probably the youngest having a kid was Kristen, and Kristen was 20 something herself. She was not, 18 or anything. I think she was old enough to drink, so she must have been at least 21. So she went in the Navy at 19, 20, 21, 22. She was 23 when she got out of the Navy. And so she must have had Abby right around her 23rd birthday, maybe. Joy T says, I have a small storage unit and need to empty it out so I can save $60 a month. Well, if the economy ever gets, the inflation ever goes toodaloo, we can ship my stuff over here. We were going to do it in 2020, and then we all know what happened in 2020. The pandemic happened, and ever since then, the prices have been astronomical. Believe me, we would like to get rid of the storage unit. But I'm not throwing my stuff away. I do need, next time I go back to the United States, I finally have myself in the state of mind to go ahead and sell my saddle, though. My horse passed away that I raced with. He passed away 2 years ago, babe, or 1 year ago?
2, I think 2.
I think it's been 2 years now, yeah. And I'm finally in the state of mind I'm ready to sell the saddle. So I need to get, when I get back to Florida, I'm going to oil it up and then go find a tack store that sells used saddles. And we'll see if I can't come off my saddle. I should be able to get like $300 or $400 out of it because I paid $6 for it and I only used it for a year, I think. So it's, it's in pretty great shape.
Basically, the whole first floor is done.
Okay, come show it to them. Let me spotlight this so they can see. Make sure you don't knock any of my trails on the floor. Okay.
Basically, it's just the same on the other side. Hi, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom. Do you want to open the front so they can see it all? Here, and I'm gonna put it up close to the camera. Wow,
There's it has even the walls got some decoration and the picture. I think this
Empire State Building.
State Building, and on the other side, there's
Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
Open that back up so they can see the living room because they didn't see that. All right, let me go close. Tilt it a little bit if you can. And this twist is this, right? Or no?
You could
oh, that makes the thing go down. This twist. So is that supposed to be someone in a hockey suit?
It's more like a baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
It's if you have forgot the movie.
I've only watched the movie once. The other movies I never watched them because I didn't. And I don't like adults doing bad things to kids.
The reason this one spins is because you have to see it from the both views. If you're looking from the street, that if I put a light in it, you will be able to see that there's a person walking around and around and around.
Wow.
And here on the other side, you see that there's another one that is
Oh, I see that. Yeah, cool.
It's been the other one's spinning too right here, as you can see.
Yeah, right here. So that's the first floor, y'all.
One to 10.
We have 30 minutes left.
Right.
Does anybody know of any quilt channels going live at 9:30 or 10 o'clock?
Ah,
It would be 9:30, 8:30, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and 10 o'clock would be 7 Eastern Standard Time. Shalom says that's both Michael Jordan and LeBron James number basketball. That's what she said for those two figures that were in the house, honey.
I have a question to all of you. Who is afraid of a spider?
Let's see what they say about that.
Who is afraid of a spider?
It'll be a delay.
Oh.
Okay, then I'll just send everybody her way. Yeah, I know what you're gonna do. I don't think anyone is live on Saturday night. Yeah, Andy just said she is, so I'm gonna send everybody her way. Who is scared of spiders?
Oh, Melanie, I have a little surprise for you. It's right here.
Wait a minute, let me spotlight that.
I don't know.
Hey, Donnell. Shalom says, like the best Spider-Man or the best species of actual spider. Hey, Jess, welcome, welcome. I didn't know Jess was in here.
Hi,
Jess
Pat.
is on at 4 p.m. Jess doesn't live on Pacific time. She lives on the in North Carolina. Andy says, ew.
Oh, spiders are pretty cool. There's a one time when I have a small Greenlandic spider that I let it run it through my hand in the hand. Just keep running.
So was in the movie? So
it's in the movie too.
Was it a tarantula?
I think so.
Well, that doesn't even look like a tarantula.
But it's a big. I mean,
yeah, a big spot. If it's a tarantula, what I think it is.
Yep.
I have to tell you, I have fed a tarantula, hand fed a tarantula. My first husband, when we were dating, he got hospitalized with pneumonia, I think. I don't remember. But someone had to feed that female spider of his, and guess who the lucky person was? Because she creeped me out, man. But I didn't mind catching bugs. I just go outside and turn the light on and wait for all the bugs to flock around the light and then capture the beetles, and that's what she got for snacks every night. Linda Hilbert says she hates spiders. 4 p.m. Pacific is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And and she's going live tonight, Teresa? Is that her first live tonight? I need to look and see. Read my post. Jess goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for her first 1-year anniversary, and William goes live at 9 or 10. Yeah, I went and I looked up if William was going live tonight, and I didn't see that he was. But maybe he just didn't have it up yet. And then they're going to be with Jess and Tammy will be with William. Yeah, I knew that they generally did. Okay, read it. It is not technically her first, but it's her first solo, I think, celebrating her channel anniversary. Okay, Shalom. Thank you for y'all. Thank you, Joy T and Shalom, for filling me in on that. I wasn't aware that she was going on tonight. This is a good time to do it because only other people, for some reason, people, yeah. Let's see what I can do about giving everybody choices. Don't forget to share your channel if you haven't. Type exclamation Sophie. Ah, we spoke too soon. She's ready for, you know what, honey? Somebody's ready for you know what. It's in the refrigerator. Or FOOD. Okay. We have all 16 of the flying or the triangle. Ta-da! They look like, see there? So 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time would be 11. Yeah, I won't even be online anyway. Because 10 p.m. is 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. our time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time would be 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Yep. Just as I'm about to quit on here. Yeah. That one, yep. Just like with Andy's channel. Okay. Can't believe it's been a year for Jess. Goes by so fast. All right, I'm going to go over here and I need to gently press these because they're bent up here. Nora, I'm busy, baby. What are you doing awake anyway? Unless she has to do the toilet.
Probably.
Because she did eat that pig ear. You need to go shoo-shoo. Is that what the deal is? Oh. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do, first is I'm going to finger press all 16 of these and then use the seam roller on them. And then I'll go ahead and sew the other side on and do the same thing to all 16 of them. And then I'll put the iron to all of it. So let me get them all organized. This one's going to be pretty quick, I think. Well, we still got to sew them all together.
Oh,
all right, let me get them pressed open. Oh, I need to put the iron back on that one. Some of these got bent during shipping. And I don't want to stretch them by trying to force them to stay flat. Rita, is it 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Teresa says. I didn't even know there was anyone else on Saturday nights, to be honest, except for So Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Since I don't go over there for them. buy from them anymore.
Thank you.
No,
Too expensive.
we can't afford their shipping. They doubled up on their shipping for international people.
Gee.
They gave Canada a $20 shipping thing, but then when they done that, ours doubled.
Okay.
So I can't buy, even though the fabric's a good price. It doesn't even make sense. So it's back to Fat Quarter Shop in Missouri Star, because you know their shipping's not expensive. I mean, in the grander scheme of things, it's not. If I spend $300, it's $45. If I spend $300 with Soya, it's going to be $150. That's hardly worth it. Have a good night, Patty. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you again. What clue number PMQ? Joy T, I'm working on my tree of life. Hope. I'm still missing several clues of my Wild West. We're waiting on them to show up. It's nothing to do with cotton cuts. This is the Postal Service in play. I'm hoping, because I bought a whole kit of the flyaway, that it'll get here without too much obstruction. I'm hoping. We're hoping. Yes, it is, Jackie. It's ridiculous. They've gotten greedy. All of them have. I'm hoping when we start having flights between the United States, I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'm hoping. Hope. A friend of mine used to say all the time, hope springs eternal. I'm hoping when we start seeing flights between the U.S. and here, maybe us getting mail from the United States will improve, but we shall see. Because part of the problem is all of the mail that I get from Fat Quarter Shop and Cotton Cuts and Missouri Star, all of them travel through Chicago International Airport. And Chicago International Airport is the problem. Things get lost there. They just disappear. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? I don't even know what that means, Shalom. We're not going to talk politics, though, because it'll only make me angry. Jackie says, I buy scrapbooking supplies from a company 30 minutes from us, charge a minimum of $15 for under one. That's so crazy. Exactly, Jackie. Sticky fingers. The rich get richer and the rest of us pay for it. Can you buy from the UK? I don't even have a clue where I would buy from in the UK. See you later, Melanie Taylor. Take care. Have a great Saturday evening, and thank you for coming.
Your favorite spider is up.
Huh?
Melanie's favorite spider is up. In the wall.
She's leaving.
I know. It's in the wall here, Melanie. If you see it.
I don't know if she's already gone or not. She said she was leaving.
No, maybe she'll see it on the replay.
Yeah, she'll see it on the replay probably. Yes, yeah, definitely, Joy T. And yes, they tape the box really good. And and so does Fat Quarter Shop and Missouri Star. They pretty much take care of me when it comes to shipping. But as far as buying from the UK, I really don't know. I don't know if they sell the same kind of fabric that all of us have access to in the United States. I do have lots of concerns right now. My hobby might end up not being my hobby anymore if tariffs kick in and the price of fabric goes skyrocketing in the US because fabric comes from overseas into the US. And if tariffs get put in place, y'all are going to be paying higher prices for fabric. And then the idea of me having to pay higher price plus possibly higher price on shipping and maybe more tariffs if someone doesn't get their way. Yeah, my hobby and my channel might go down the toilet. And that makes me sad.
Nora.
Jackie says, I spend most of today straightening out the mess that the hackers made of my email account. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Niko shoo. I'll take her, but you're gonna have to talk to the channel.
No, good.
Can't leave because I don't have a backup plan in here. Yep, I'm trying to, Joy. But I am concerned. The one thing I can tell you guys that I am going to say something about is Greenland is not going to capitulate. They are going to stay independent. Denise, hello there. Hi, Katie. The United States Postal Service has been in the red for decades. I don't feel they are greedy, but there is already a rate increase in the works for the year 4 parcels, not first class mail. And Shalom says there's a Canadian shop called Purple Cats Quilting, and their shipping is affordable. And I love her stuff. She's so lovely. She always has my favorite tulip pink fabric. Does she sell batiks, Shalom? I've had decent back and forth with trading with. I've done a couple swaps with some Canadians, and the shipping between us has been decent. Because our shipping when I ship something to the United States, it's not high priced at all. Joy T says, I need to stock up on batting. Yeah, me too. All right. That would be great, Shalom. Shalom says, yeah, our postage is pretty cheap in comparison. I have my girlfriend's corporate mail card, so it's extra cheap. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, shipping out of Greenland's pretty decent too. I always thought maybe it would be expensive, but it really isn't. It's coming in that's the problem. And Greenland doesn't charge tariffs or import charges or custom charges when I buy stuff from the United States and it's shipped here to me. I don't have to pay anything like that coming in. I'm sure that if it was alcohol or cigarettes, that would be a different story. But they pretty much leave us little people alone here in Greenland. It's okay, Shalom. I don't know. Maybe every time my friend goes to Thailand, maybe she can bring me some back, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one either. Because really, technically, it should be me doing the shopping. Did she go?
Yep. Cool.
That's what she was fussing about then. Where's your ball? Go find your ball. Go find your ball. Go find your ball. Did you find your ball? Yeah, did you get your ball? Yeah, see, there it is. Get your ball. I'm pressing this clue, guys. Cigarettes went up here, you guys. It's crazy how much they went up to. I don't smoke. Nikolaj came home and told me that he heard discussion about the cigarettes going up. So for 20 cigarettes, they're now, what, 100 kroners?
Yeah.
So that would be, 100 kroners would be, I'll have to look it up.
Around,
$15 maybe?
yeah, around 13, 14, $15. Yeah.
So for $14 or $15, it'd be $14 or $15 a pack for only 20 cigarettes. This is the most flying geese I think I've ever made all at once. I've made like 480 half square triangles, but I've never made 16 flying geese all at once that I can recall. So this has been fun. Fun.
Well, if we continue this, then it might be that I have to finish this and 2 more live shows.
2 more live shows? Okay.
But I'm back 12 now.
Okay. And how many more? Oh, because you had 29 bags, right?
24.
24 bags. Gotcha. So you
say,
still got, so you're not even halfway there yet.
I'm halfway through now.
You just said you only, oh, I guess you're right on that. Yeah. Alrighty. Now we have all these pressed. Now I'm going to put the other side on, which, as you can see, I made 16 of these. Now we're going to put the other side on. And then we'll have completed flying geese. Shalom says my 5th anniversary is in June. You mean for your channel or for your wedding anniversary? Or for not smoking? Wait, I need to backtrack. I missed stuff. Sorry. Denise says, as long as consumers show they are willing to buy stuff at the price being charged, prices may fluctuate, but they aren't going to go down. I'm still waiting to add the ounce of tuna removed in 2008. Yeah, we don't even want to talk about the reduction while they still keep charging higher prices. Shalom says you can't ship alcohol or cigarettes across borders here. Well, I don't do either anyway. Shalom also says that's what they cost in Canada. Wow. Lori says she quit smoking 38 years ago and she does not miss it. Yeah, I don't blame you. We don't smoke, so it's not affecting us. I told Nikolaj, I'm like, well, they can quit smoking and then they won't have to worry about it. And then Shalom says, good job. I'm at, oh, so she's been at 4.5 years of not smoking. Congratulations. Pat says, agreed, Katie. I won't be buying fabric from the US anymore. We're already paying $1.44 Canadian on the US dollar. Yeah, it's going to hurt a lot of us. And we don't have fabric stores here in Greenland. And Denmark doesn't exactly have it either. Not quilting fabric anyway. We have, there is a couple shops that we were going to visit and see what theirs look like, but I don't know, maybe I'll buy fabric from Sugary Doo, but the thing is she doesn't sell boutiques. She only sells her fabric line stuff from Benertex, sorry. It's kind of strange there's not a lot of quilters in Denmark. Shalom says, I'm with Pat, unfortunately. I love buying from around the world, but shipping from the States is just outrageous, and the currency exchange makes it so bad. Yep. Shalom says she's so close to the US, she can see Washington State from her back window. So I have a question about that. So if you went across the border and you went shopping, do they search your car to see what you come back with? I mean, how does that happen? Or you're just super honest and you just tell them what you bought? I'm curious about how how you do that, or how they know what you bought when you go to the US. I mean, it's always good to be off on the wagon and not smoking. That's for sure. So right now what I'm doing is I'm pinning these on the other side because I don't want the biases to stretch. I didn't do it on the one side because, you know, there was nothing going on, but now that I've been messing with it, there's always potential for that to stretch. The channel kind of confused.
Everybody do the mess around.
Yeah. Shalom says, I'm on an island, so I take the ferry across, and I'm always super honest about what I buy. They can search your vehicle, they can take it apart and give it, oh my gosh. Wow. That's scary. Ooh. Shalom says, I had 12 Homeland Security guys pointing guns at me once across the border out east, yelling at me, she said. That, oh my goodness, that's so scary. So sorry you have to go through things like that. A lot of people rent P.O. boxes in the US and go over the border every 2 weeks to pick it up. Interesting. Then they put me in a cinder block cell with one of those one-way windows and wouldn't let me Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, Shalom. What do you want, Nora? Hmm. What is it, girl? You about to get vocal about something?
Probably FOD.
I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. It is close. It's actually past her uh feeding hour. Hey, Judy Smith, welcome, welcome. Pat says I missed what was said. Darn, you're fast, Pat. Oh, it's okay. They were just doing their jobs. I respect it, even though it was scary at the time. I can't even imagine going through that. Joy T's asking, what did they think you did, if she may ask? She says she has no idea, haha. But I came from a province famous for, yep. So maybe that was that. Could have been. They still shouldn't have treated you that way. They said I was randomly selected. I went through something kind of wild in France, and by the time it was over with, I had a freaking panic attack by the time it was over with. And when the airline attendants were helping calm me down, they were telling me that France is very hard on Americans. And I'm like, well, that sounds bad. So I will never travel through France again as a layover. Because the dude didn't believe what I told him. Shalom says, yeah, never mouth off to TSA or border control, haha. Joy T says she got searched in the Middle East for being an American. Yeah, that's basically what happened to me in France. The when you're going through their home version of Homeland Security, the man asked me why I spent 3 nights in Copenhagen. And I told him why I spent 3 nights. He didn't freaking believe me. And he asked me the question again. And I said, you're getting the same answer I already gave you. And I explained again why I was there for 3 days. They drug my ass off. Oops, sorry for the language. They drug my butt off in some room and they took all of my stuff away from me, stripped me down, and felt me up and down, and then went through all of my personal items. Because they didn't believe what I was telling them. A little old lady they wanted to pick on. Pat says my total bundle could be over $500 with no customs. And then she says, Katie, I wonder if Laura Lynn could order and ship to you through mom and pop quilt shop. That's actually a good question. And Shalom says a lot of countries are extra nice to Canadians most of the time. I was treated like a queen in France, but thankfully I speak French. And Joy T says, wow, Katie, you look Joy T says, Katie, you look quilty. Laugh out loud, just kidding. I guess he thought I was lying, and I'm like, I'm not going to give you another answer. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you the truth, dude. And I was tired, and I wanted to get on the airplane and get on with my flight, you know. So it took that when I got on the airplane or Delta Air's flight, 3 of them attendants were up there calming me down, and they moved me to the front of the plane and sat down with me and talked to me for a while until I calmed down. They were great. They treated me, and then after I got all calmed down, then they told me that they really do stuff like that to Americans in France, and I don't understand for what purpose. Definitely guilty. No, definitely guilty. That needs to be a t-shirt. Yep. I'm quilty. Quilty as charged. That's right. Pat says, I was camping in the US a few years ago and I was randomly pulled into secondary where they searched my car. My car was full, so I think that they thought I was planning on working while there. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. I bet we all can tell some stories.
Yeah, we can.
Sit down and let's sit down and we are going to tell you some stories you ain't never heard before.
During the camp?
Yep.
Okay.
In Florida, if you're a wife of a husband if you're the wife to a man and he's growing one marijuana plant, you're guilty by association even if you had nothing to do with it. Like quilty as charged, laugh out loud. Yeah, I love it. We have a file on you. Lori says, my first trip to New York City, my husband and I got stopped by the NYPD, thought we were drug dealers. Oh my gosh. Like I said, the stories we can definitely tell. I'm almost ready to sew all the other side on now. And then we'll have 16 flying geese.
Where are they going?
I don't know where they're going. They're going somewhere. Let me see what time it is now. Oh, we're doing pretty good. It's 9:30.
Oh, hush, pup.
You're going to get fed soon, my child. And I want to heat up some soup. Yum yums. I need to find, I wish I could figure out, I wish I could get me a set of cards that talk about, it's like quilt trivia. So I could use it for my lives so that we can keep the channel moving. Do some trivia questions.
Nope.
Hello, AMGW. I love sewing and love to meet fellow sewists, but very disappointed that I'm hearing so many negative comments about the US. I'm an American AMGW, but I live in Greenland, and we're just talking about the mail service and the stuff about France that I went through.
You want to continue or just stop?
We'll continue until I get all these flying geese done.
And I'm about to start bag number 13.
Go ahead and hit number 13. We'll see where we go. It might be the last one you do for tonight, though.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to sew, AMGW? Do you have a first name we can use? I think. Oops. All right, let's see. What can we talk about next? So, how many of you guys are planning to go to QuiltCon next month in Arizona? Anyone going? Camel came to a stop. Joy T says she wishes. Yeah, I'm not going to get to go because I only go to the United States every other year these days. Can't afford to go once a year. That's why I make such a big trip of it. That way I can see the kids and the grandkids and everything while I'm there. Teresa says not her. What are the flying geese going into? They're part of a quilt top that I'm making called Hope for the puzzle mystery quilt, and they're going to be turned into 8 of these. 16 of them will be turned into 8 of these. Teresa, have you ever thought about going to QuiltCon at all? I thought you lived close enough that you could do the what's the name of that quilt show? It's the sisters one. No one else is answering. Okay. Hope that somebody didn't get upset.
We have a near-death experience last time we were in Florida.
We had a good time in Florida.
Yeah, well, near-death experience too.
What are you talking about?
Black Gyre.
Oh, that was in Georgia. Oh my gosh, that was scary.
Oh yeah.
I think that Eric and them, when we come again and if we use the truck again, he's going to make sure they have new tires on it. That it just happened because that truck hadn't been driven for so long.
Well, we have to make sure that they have that extra tire.
Yeah, I didn't know it didn't have a spare tire, which that makes it even worse.
Yep. Oh yeah. You want to go to bed?
Sure. Oh, there's a 4-poster bed. Oh gosh, you guys look at this bed. That's super cute. Teresa says, I thought about it. It's about 17-hour drive to QuiltCon.
17. Oh, wow.
She lives in where exactly do you live at, Teresa? Northern California, right? Or is it Washington you live in? Pat says, I usually travel to the US at least 5 to 6 times each summer. This year I'm only booked for 31 camping trips or 31 camping trip and 2 quilt retreats. I've never been on a quilt retreat. I wish I could afford to go to one. Refruta says, would love to go, but many projects this year. Teresa says, I thought about the 17-hour drive. And then she's saying, hi, JoJo, still kicking. Shalom says, cute. Joy T says, cute. AMGW says, hello. North Central. Oh, she lives in Idaho. That's right. And Idaho's beautiful. Jackie says, if I wasn't moving in June, I might have tried to go to QuiltCon. I'm only about 36 miles from it. 35 miles, sorry. Wow. And Denise says to Shalom, I saw a news channel video on YouTube about the Fab Cycle. They were in New York. Prices were through the roof for designer stuff. Yeah, I mean, Andy, with your crocheting, do you ever go to any crocheting craft shows? Because I know they do have crochet shows, I think a couple times a year, if I remember right. I've never been to one. Hey there, Janice. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry I missed your live earlier. I was live myself. But I will go watch your live replay. You can count on it. Shalom says to Denise, there's a fantastic one in Vancouver. Lovely people. And AMGW says, I like AMGW. Actually, I recycle and make girls' dresses, but wanted to start making quilts. I use mostly vintage fabrics and remnants I find it sells. Hey, that's very cool. And then Janice says, Katie, no worries. It was an impromptu live. Well, I'm happy to see you doing lives. Yeah. I took 2 weeks off and didn't do one live. But I needed the break. And the real action's not going to start until next month anyway, so. And then I got lots of work to do. I think I should take these Batik charm packs and do that charm pack chili with them. Let me see. I missed something. Okay. Shalom says to Denise, they even volunteered to sponsor my grad dress workshop at my daughter's high school. They're giving all the girls their fabric. That is awesome. And AMGW says, I'm looking for something like that on the East Coast. Denise says to Shalom, always good to hear about groups or persons willing to help others. Yes, indeed. There is lots of good people out there still. But I haven't said too much about the job that Thomas got, but the company he works for, it's interesting. They are called I can't think of their name right this minute, but they have been in business for 140 years. That's who he's working for. Oh, they're called Tanners in Carrollton. Can you imagine being in business that long? How do I like the PMQs? I love them. I've been doing these PMQs since the spring of 2019. So I probably have actually I brought my book in here, I think. Where's my book?
Oh,
Yeah, and all this mess. I don't see it though. That's
which one? PMQ?
it's the little spiral notebook that I had everything written in that had my colorway cards in it because I had to go get it. It's a little aqua green color. It's only about this big. It should be right in here, I thought, because I can talk about the colorways. I have too many projects sitting around. Huh? It has to be in here somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it. Unless it's up under here. Nope, not there either. I thought I saw it sitting right. Uh-oh. Well, when you want something, you can't find it. And then later, when I get off the live, then I'll find it.
Yeah.
That's always how it goes.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah, I could talk about it next go around. But they were asking about the PMQ. That's why I was going to mention it. Anyway, I've been doing the PMQ. Oh, here it is. Okay. For those who might want to know about this, these are all the PMQs that I have done since I started doing them. My first one was spring 2019 called Stratford, and the name of the colorway was called Titania. And then for fall 2019, it was Cosmos Amy and Sophia. Spring 2020 was Name of the Rose Whimsy. Name of the Rose Colorific. So there was two there for spring 2020. For fall 2020, it's Are You Game Labyrinth. And so I only did one that year, or that for that session. For spring of 2021, I only did one, which was Sparkle and Shine for Jasper. For fall 2021, it was one, and it was Olympia Simone. For spring 2022, I signed up for two. One was Bayonet, and the other was Tiger Tail. For fall 2022, it was Piazza Nirvana. I only did one that time. For spring 2023, it was Village Green Begonia. I only did one. For fall 2023, it was Carnival Bomb Pop and Hot Air Balloon, 2 of those for that period. For spring 2024, Tree of Life, which is what I'm working on right now, I signed up for 2 of them, and I have 2 different kits. One is Secret Garden and then Hope, which is what you see me working on now. On Wild West, I only signed up for 1, which was Delilah. And for Fly Away, I've only signed up for 1, which is Phoenix. So that's all in this here book for my PMQs. What do you do with the sewing instructions after the PMQ is finished? Keep them. I have a notebook that I've been putting them in. I wish they had the cutting instructions too. I agree with you on that. Let me see. I need to backtrack because I'm missing stuff. Pat says, AMGW, sorry. Openness is intended. My father was an American. Some of my best friends are Americans, just expressing the financial cost of buying and traveling in the US. Yeah, and I don't think we should be ashamed that we're talking openly about it. I mean, I'm an American, and I think that shipping is ridiculous, and we shouldn't be paying such high prices for stuff. But we pay high prices for stuff here in Greenland too. So this inflation thing that everybody thinks is just an American thing, it's not. It's a worldwide problem. Shalom says, I really hope Americans know how much they're loved and appreciated by the vast majority of Canadians. You're family to us. Yeah, we're all friends. And Pat Strawhead says, nope, 1 camping trip this year. Only 1. Okay, gotcha. Rufus said, if it was a snake, I would have bit you. Oh, no. Janice says, Katie, what do you do? I read that one. Then she says, I wish they included cuttings. Yep, me too. And Joyce, she says, do you do large or small? All of them are large, Joy T. All of them. I have not tried to do a small. I think the reason I don't do the smalls is I don't care for the, when you see the large, you see a big design that's been expanded upon, and with the smalls, it's a reduced, so you don't get the whole effect that you get with the large one. Now, the small ones are cute, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the large ones. And I'm going to give them to people, so, well, family anyway, and you know, having them on a good size is probably better anyway. The ones I probably won't give away will probably be all of the boutique ones except for this one. This one's for my sister. My sister is a breast cancer survivor, and but she's been having a really rough time of it over the last couple of years due to an accident after her surgery, and it's caused some issues with her mental stuff. And so I thought I would make her quilt and send it to her, and maybe it'll lighten her spirit a little bit, and maybe she'll start talking again, because she's not talking to anyone right now. I also think what's going on in the world's causing part of that problem too. She just wanna, she's just not having nothing to do with anyone. And I feel sorry, you know, it's sad because, you know, my family, my sisters and my brother, we're all, our whole family is no family. And, you know, me and my sister have been talking a lot, and then that happened and she just shut down. And I miss talking to her. We finally were talking to each other. So this is the second floor?
Yeah.
All right.
It's still running.
Hang on. Let me.
The bedroom and the bathroom, I think.
Okay.
Just show
Let
it
me
before I close that wall.
Okay. Spotlighting it. Okay, here's where he is on the second floor so far. Uh-oh. I just did something. All I did was turn it sideways. Oops. So this door goes into a bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look here. Let me see if I can. Where the bed is. That's a tiny bedroom, huh?
Yeah.
There's the bedroom. Joy T says, wow, you're fast.
Yeah.
Janice, me and my sisters had a different relationship with our parents versus my brother. My brother's 12 years younger than me. And so his his relationship with our parents, because the sun and the moon get shown with Michael because he finally got his boy. But us girls, we were treated way badly. And so by the time our dad was finished with us girls didn't really have a relationship. And me and Karen had been trying to work on that because she was the smart one actually. She moved her butt completely out of the country and got away from all of it.
Before the last
Hmm?
Before the last
Yeah.
You're in a better state now, bro.
I am yeah, my mind's a lot better than it was. Definitely. Living here has helped a whole lot. Got me away from my source of all of my pain. Katie, my brain makes me go silent too, just like your sister. I'm sure she will absolutely love your gift, regardless of where she is in her mental health journey. Yeah, she's just um, she's just having a hard time. I wish I could just hop on a plane and go see her, go check on her. Me and my sisters have been through so much. We don't live in a perfect world, that's for sure. Wish we did.
Hey, you. It's you.
Katie, our childhood sounds similar. Mental health is so important. Yes, it is. And one of the things I'm going to be doing with this channel in this year is we're going to talk a little bit, not on my usual lives. This will be a once a month kind of deal, and those who want to join in can. But we're going to talk about mental health and how we can take care of each other, and how our sewing and our crafting helps us through bad periods when we do go through something bad. When we're shut down and don't want to do anything, and how crafting helps us, and how having friends and like-minded people coming that you hang out with helping you through bad periods. We're going to talk about that, and we're not going to get deep into it. We're just going to share. I'm hoping people will come and share with us how they deal with a bad period when it happens. What do they do? What advice can they give that helps? Because we all could use extra help from time to time. I know my brain is broke and but I'm in a better place than I have ever been in my life. All because of that man in there building those Legos. Yeah, let me see what time it is. It's time to stop. I'm not going to finish my flying geese. Okay, this is what the flying geese looks like. Okay, it is now 10 o'clock my time, which means Jess is about to go live along with Andy and a couple other people. Okay. Thank you for coming tonight. You'll see, I'll be back on a live on Thursday of next week. However, I will be doing some pre-recorded videos that will go up soon. One relating to my collab with Jess, one relating to my collaboration with Sherry, because we're doing 2 collaborations. I already put a video up with my collab relating to Sean, and then I'm doing a collaboration with Danny, and that collaboration has to do with mental health and our crafting and how we can help. It's going to be like a support live, and it'll be our first live doing that exclusively. We'll be sewing and working on things, but we're going to be talking about mental health. So if you're interested in sharing your take on it, please come to that live because I think we all should talk about it. It should not be a taboo subject. Hang on, I'll share. I think I have her. Let me see if she's in the bot. I think she is. Jess's channel is So Blessed by Jess. Any of you who are channels, please share your channel now by typing the word !selfie. Okay, so anyway, I will give you a date of when we're going to do the live concerning getting together to talk about mental health and crafting. And we're not going to be talking about doctors. We're not going to be talking about medicine. We're not going to go into anything too deep. We're just going to talk about how we can help each other. So thank you for coming tonight. Have a great night. Live, laugh, love, dream. And what do you do with all of that?
Create.
You create. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yes, we are done. Now we can feed Mutsky.
Take a look.